Welcome back to UK Coin. In today's episode, we're delving into the fascinating world of Canadian 5-cent coins, focusing on 10 specific years. These coins hold significant historical, cultural, and collectible value, each with unique features that make them stand out in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, these coins are sure to captivate your interest. First up, begin with the 1972 Canada 5-cent coin. The 1970s were a period of growth and change in Canada, and the country's coinage reflected its evolving identity. The 1972 5-cent coin continued the iconic design, first introduced in 1937. On the obverse, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by artist Arnold Machan. This depiction of the Queen, youthful and serene, was used on Canadian coins from 1965 to 1989 and is a symbol of continuity and stability in the Commonwealth. The reverse features the timeless beaver design by G. E. Kruger, Gray. The beaver, an enduring symbol of Canada, represents industriousness and resilience. The animal is perched on a log, surrounded by the denomination 5 cents, the country's name, Canada, and the year 1972. This design has remained largely unchanged for decades, a testament to its cultural significance and enduring appeal. The mintage of the 1972 5-cent coin was approximately 118 million, making it relatively common in circulation. However, like many coins, its collectible value depends on factors such as condition, rarity, and the presence of minting errors. Coins in circulated condition are typically worth their face value, but uncirculated coins in high grades, such as MS65 or above, can fetch between $20 and $50. Error coins are especially sought after by collectors. For the 1972 coin, errors such as die cracks, where raised lines appear on the coin due to die damage, and double die errors, which cause doubling in the lettering or numbers, can significantly increase its value. Off-center strikes, another type of error, are also highly desirable and can sell for several times the coin's face value. The 1972 5-cent coin holds a special place in Canadian numismatics. Its connection to the country's history, combined with its iconic design and potential for valuable errors, makes it a must-have for collectors. Whether you're drawn to its historical significance or its artistic features, this coin is a true gem. Next, onto the 2008 Canada 5-cent coin, we find a piece of currency produced during a year of global financial uncertainty. Despite the challenges of the time, the Royal Canadian Mint continued to demonstrate its commitment to quality and innovation. The obverse of the 2008 coin features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, updated by Susanna Blunt in 2003. This design portrays a mature and dignified queen, notable for its simplicity and the absence of a crown, symbolizing approachability and modernity. The reverse retains the classic beaver design, a reassuring constant in Canadian coinage. The craftsmanship and precision of the Royal Canadian Mint are evident in the coin's crisp details and clean finish. With a mintage exceeding 300 million, the 208th 5-cent coin is abundant in circulation. However, special proof-like sets were also produced, offering collectors a higher quality version of this coin. These sets often feature coins with sharper strikes and polished finishes, making them more desirable to numismatists. Collectors should keep an eye out for errors and varieties in the 2008 coin. Die rotation errors, where the obverse and reverse are misaligned, are particularly interesting and can command higher prices. Planchet errors involving imperfections in the blank metal disc before striking are also highly collectible. While circulated examples of the 2008 coin typically hold only face value, proof-like coins, or those graded MS67 or higher, can sell for $10 to $20. Error coins, depending on their rarity and visibility, may fetch significantly more. The 208 5-cent coin is a modern example of Canadian craftsmanship and tradition. Its clean design and the potential for discovering rare varieties make it an exciting addition to any collection. Whether you're looking for a high-quality proof coin or hoping to find a rare error, this coin has something to offer. Next, let's explore the 1984 Canada 5-cent coin. The 1980s were a dynamic decade marked by technological advancements and cultural shifts. The 1984 5-cent coin reflects Canada's balance between honoring tradition and embracing modern minting techniques. On the obverse, we see the same Arnold Machan portrait of Queen Elizabeth II that graces the 1972 coin. This iconic image, familiar to collectors worldwide, represents an era of stability and elegance. The reverse once again features Kruger Gray's beaver design, unchanged in its timeless appeal. The attention to detail in the engraving showcases the skill of the Royal Canadian Mint and the enduring power of this design. The mintage for the 1,984 5-cent coin was approximately 155 million, making it a common coin in circulation. However, as with the other coins we've discussed, condition and errors can significantly affect its value. Collectors of the 1984 coin should be on the lookout for specific errors and varieties. Clipped planchet errors, where a portion of the coin appears to be cut off, are particularly intriguing. Repunch mint marks, another variety, add a layer of uniqueness to these coins and increase their desirability among collectors. Coins in circulated condition are usually worth their face value, but uncirculated examples in MS65 condition can sell for $10 to $25. Error coins, depending on their rarity, have fetched as much as $500 at auction. The 1,984 5-cent coin is a snapshot of its time, offering collectors a piece of 1980s history. Its combination of traditional design and modern minting technology makes it an appealing choice for numismatists. Whether you're drawn to its nostalgic value or its potential for rare errors, this coin is a worthy addition to any collection. Next, let's start with the 1989 Canada 5-cent coin. This coin belongs to the long-running series of Canadian nickels featuring the iconic beaver design, introduced in 1937. By 1989, this design had become a symbol of Canada's natural beauty and resilience. The beaver has long been an important figure in Canadian history, representing the fur trade that significantly shaped the country's economy and identity in its early days. The obverse of the 1,989 5-cent coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine. This depiction of the Queen was first introduced in 1965 and showcases her in a tiara. The reverse of the coin, designed by G.E. Kruger Gray, depicts a beaver sitting atop a rock, surrounded by water, with the words 5 cents and Canada above and below the image respectively. The date is split on either side of the design. The coin is made of a nickel alloy, comprising 100% nickel, which was typical of Canadian nickels during this era. It has a diameter of 21.2 meters and weighs 4.54 grams, consistent with the specifications of Canadian 5-cent coins before the material change in the year 2000. The Royal Canadian Mint produced this coin in Ottawa, and, while it was primarily intended for circulation, its production run was moderate, making it a readily available coin but with potential interest to collectors who focus on late 20th century Canadian coinage. In terms of errors, the 1989 Canada 5-cent coin has a few notable varieties that collectors seek. Some coins feature doubling on the obverse lettering, a result of a slight misalignment during the striking process. These double die varieties are rare and can significantly increase the coin's value among collectors. There are also reports of die cracks and rotated dies for this year, though these errors are less common. The 1989 nickel is considered a staple piece for collectors building a complete set of Canadian 5-cent coins. It is not particularly rare, but high-quality examples graded by professional services can fetch higher prices, particularly if the coin is in mint state or has a known error. Most circulated examples are worth their face value, or slightly more, but uncirculated coins can command several dollars depending on their condition and grade. The collector interest in this coin stems from its role in the transitional period of Canadian coinage. By the late 1980s, the Royal Canadian Mint had already begun exploring new materials and designs for its coinage, paving the way for significant changes in the 1990s and beyond. As such, the 1989 nickel holds historical significance as part of this era. Next, on to the 2012 Canada 5-cent coin. This piece represents a more modern era of Canadian coinage. By 2012, the Royal Canadian Mint had fully transitioned to producing nickels, using steel cores with a multi-plied plated finish, significantly reducing production costs and enhancing durability. This material change marked a significant evolution in the coin's composition, moving away from pure nickel. The obverse of the 2,0125-cent coin features the fourth effigy of Queen Elizabeth Temple, designed by Susanna Blunt. Introduced in 2003, this portrait depicts the Queen without a crown, lending a more contemporary and approachable feel. The reverse retains the classic beaver design by G.E. Kruger Gray, which remains a beloved and enduring symbol of Canadian heritage. The 2012 nickel is notable for its mintage figures. Over 132 million of these coins were struck for circulation, reflecting its role as an essential piece of everyday commerce in Canada. Despite this high mintage, coins in pristine condition can still hold added value, especially those with error varieties or in special collector sets. Speaking of errors, the 2,012 5-cent coin has some interesting anomalies that capture the attention of collectors. These include die cracks, off-center strikes, and the occasional plating defects that reveal the underlying steel core. Such errors are generally rare, but can command significant premiums in the numismatic market. For collectors, the 2012 Canada 5-cent coin represents an excellent example of modern minting techniques and materials. Its connection to contemporary Canadian history, combined with its durability and design, ensures its place in many collections. While circulated examples typically retain face value, uncirculated coins and error varieties can range from a few dollars to significantly more depending on rarity and demand. Next, let's examine the 1982 Canada 5-cent coin. Like the 1989 nickel, this coin was made of 100% nickel and features the iconic beaver design on the reverse and the Arnold machine portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. This consistency in design reflects the Royal Canadian Mint's commitment to tradition while maintaining high-quality standards in production. The 1982 coin was struck during an economically challenging time for Canada, marked by global recessions and inflationary pressures. Despite these difficulties, the nickel remained a reliable and widely used denomination in everyday transactions. The 1982 coin's mintage is relatively high, ensuring its availability for circulation, but leaving room for collectors to seek out high-grade examples or unique errors. In terms of market value, the 1982 nickel is a common find in circulated condition, often worth only face value. However, uncirculated coins in exceptional condition can be worth several dollars, with professionally graded examples fetching even more. As with the other coins we've discussed, error varieties such as doubling, die cracks, or off-center strikes can significantly enhance the coin's value. Collectors appreciate the 1982 Canada 5-cent coin for its historical context and role in a challenging economic period. Its durable nickel composition and timeless design make it a desirable addition to collections focused on Canadian coinage from the late 20th century. The 1979 Canada 5-cent coin is a wonderful representation of traditional Canadian design during the late 20th century. It retains the iconic beaver reverse design introduced in 1937 and the image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, linking it to Canada's rich numismatic heritage. This coin came during an era of economic growth and modernization in Canada. In 1979, the country was investing in infrastructure and natural resources, making the beaver a symbol of industriousness and nature. Particularly relevant. On the obverse, the 1979 nickel features the Arnold machine portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a design that showcases the Queen wearing a tiara. This effigy was introduced in 1965 and was used on Canadian coins until the late 1980s. Surrounding the portrait is the inscription, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen. The reverse, designed by George E. Kruger Gray, depicts a beaver sitting atop a rock in a serene aquatic setting. Above the beaver is the denomination 5 Sinks, and below is the word Canada, with the year 1979 split on either side of the image. The coin was struck at the Royal Canadian Mint in Ottawa and is composed of 100% nickel. It weighs 4.51.4 grams and has a diameter of 21.2 meters. At the time, the pure nickel composition made the coin both durable and distinctive in comparison to modern plated steel coins. The mintage for this year was relatively high, with over 98 million coins struck for circulation. While this means the coin isn't rare in circulated condition, pristine uncirculated examples can still command attention from collectors. In terms of errors, the 1979 5-cent coin is known to have several varieties. Look out for double dies on the obverse or reverse, which result in a slightly doubled appearance on the lettering or design elements. Other errors include die cracks and rotated dies. Coins with these errors can significantly increase in value, with some fetching upwards of $50, depending on the error and condition. For collectors, the 1979 nickel represents an important piece of Canadian coinage history. It bridges the traditional beaver design and the transitional period in materials that would come in the late 20th century. While circulated examples are usually worth face value, high-grade uncirculated coins or those with errors can sell for $10 to $50 or more at auction. Next, the 1998 Canada 5-cent coin is another fascinating piece of numismatic history. By this time, the iconic beaver design had been in use for over 6 decades, cementing its place as a beloved symbol of Canadian heritage. The coin also reflects technological advancements in minting during the late 1990s. The obverse of the 1998 nickel features the third effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Dora de Pettery Hunt. This design was introduced in 1990 and presents the Queen with a mature, dignified profile. The inscription, Elizabeth II, D.G. Regina, encircles her image. On the reverse, the beaver designed by George E. Kruger Gray continues to dominate. It's a testament to the enduring appeal of this design, symbolizing Canada's industrious nature and natural beauty. By 1998, the composition of Canadian nickels had changed. This coin is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a departure from the pure nickel composition used in earlier years. It weighs 3.95 grams and has a diameter of 21.2 meters. The mintage for the 1998 nickel was approximately 185 million coins, a significant figure indicating its role as a workhorse coin for everyday transactions. Despite this high mintage, pristine examples or those with notable errors remain sought after. Speaking of errors, the 19985 coin is known for some intriguing varieties. Coins with die clashes, where the designs from one side appear faintly on the other, are especially interesting. Additionally, off-center strikes and doubled dies can be found, making these coins highly desirable to collectors who value unique minting anomalies. For market value, most circulated 1998 nickels are worth face value, but uncirculated examples can fetch $5 to $10. Error coins, or those in exceptionally high grades, can command higher prices, with some selling for $50 or more at auctions. Collectors appreciate the 1998 nickel for its connection to modern Canadian coinage and its representation of the Royal Canadian Mint's evolving technology and standards. Next, the 2000 Canada 5-cent coin is a standout in the series, representing the turn of the millennium and a period of celebration and reflection in Canadian history. It retains the classic design elements, but also marks a transitional era for the Mint and the country. The obverse features the third effigy of Queen Elizabeth II by Dora de Pedery Hunt. This design continued to grace Canadian coinage well into the 21st century and is notable for its realism and dignity. The reverse once again showcases the beloved beaver design by George E. Kruger Gray. This design's longevity speaks to its cultural significance and timeless appeal. In 2000, the coin's composition was the same as in 1998, 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs 3.95 grams and has a diameter of 21.2 meters. These specifications, along with its multiply plated finish, made it both durable and cost-effective to produce. The mintage of the 2000 nickel was approximately 178 million coins, making it another common year for circulation. However, like its predecessors, its true value lies in its condition and any potential minting errors. Errors for the 2000 nickel include die cracks, rotated dies, and doubled dies. A notable variety is the frosted beaver, where the beaver design has an unusually frosted appearance due to a minting anomaly. These errors and varieties are rare and highly sought after, with prices ranging from $20 to $100 or more, depending on the severity and condition. For collectors, the 200 5-cent coin is an essential addition to a complete set of Canadian nickels. It marks the dawn of a new millennium and is a testament to the enduring legacy of Canadian coinage. High-grade, uncirculated coins and error varieties remain the most valuable, often selling for significantly more than their face value.